So Navy Federal has a new Debit Plus card that is going out to a small amount of exclusive members that use their debit card often. And so you might be one of those members. So in this video, we're going to take a look at what is the requirements to get this card and what are some of the perks that come along with carrying this new debit card for Navy Federal. So let's go ahead and let's pull it up on the screen. All right. And so this is an example of what it will look like. Says we've added more of everything you love to your Navy Federal debit card. Here's your new Navy Federal Debit Plus card. You can scan the QR code to get more information. I've already scanned it and I'm going to pull that up on the screen. So the card looks a little different than the current Navy Federal debit card looks. And so it's got like this still has the raise, like it's got the flat numbers. It was a rumor that that card was metal, but that's not true. It's still a plastic card. And so we're going to look at some of the data points right now to see how you can get this card. Guys, make sure that if you are not subscribed to the channel, that you subscribe to get all the information that's going on personal finance. Also, I do talk business finance, and make sure that you scan the QR code somewhere on the screen so that you can join the Credit Ready program. We are at 590 members as this video is being recorded. So make sure that you get in the group. And if you're looking at this video now, we will be going live this Sunday, September the 21st at 5 p.m. Eastern. So get in so that you can be a part of our second live session and our group discussion this coming Sunday. All right. So guys, let's go ahead and let's look at some more of the data points of this card. All right, guys. So it says, welcome to Debit Plus, exclusive benefits for our top debit users. You've been upgraded to Debit Plus. We know you're dedicated to debit, so we're giving you even more to love about your Navy Federal debit card. You'll get access to exclusive discounts and member experiences, as well as a new card when your current card expires. If you'll like a new card sooner, you can request it in the app or online, and they do have a clickable link here, and I'm gonna leave this link in the description. As a member of this exclusive program, you will get discounts and deals. Expedia offers such as special discounts when you book hotels through Expedia. Costco membership promotion for a limited time. Get a $20 or $40 digital Costco shop card when you sign up and enroll in auto renewal for a new Costco membership with their Debit Plus card. Keep an eye on your inbox for additional details and your offer promo code if you haven't already received it. All right, so they got some insurance benefits for porch piracy protection. If an item you bought with your debit card is stolen from its delivery location within 90 days of purchase, you could be eligible for reimbursement. Ride share protection, you'll have accidental death and dismemberment coverage when you pay for your ride share fare with your debit card. And then there is some event invites, so special events gain access to invitation only member experiences. So we don't know what those are. They have not said exactly what those is, if they're going to be concerts, festivals. We don't know what that is. And you can check your Debit Plus status. So the debit transaction tracker shows how often you're using your card, so you can easily tell if you're meeting the requirements for Debit Plus membership. All right. And of course, they do have the FAQ down here at the bottom. So how do you qualify? That's the big thing. Select members who use their Navy Federal debit card to make an average of 90 or more transactions per month over 4 months are eligible. So you would need to tap, swipe, or insert your card at least 90 times per month for at least 4 months to be eligible. Okay, that's a lot of swiping and tapping. Okay. I would never qualify. So let me tell you that right now. I would never qualify because I do not use my debit card that much. All right. As the Debit Plus member, you'll get an exclusive card design, merchant discounts, event invites, insurance benefits. Okay. And then it talks some more about the other membership, the ride share protection, like where it says the accidental death and dismemberment. And let me also tell you this now. Let me tell you this. This is including with rideshare, but as a member of a credit union, usually, now I'm not gonna say all, but usually as a credit union member, you usually get $1,000 worth of AD&D insurance just for being a member of a credit union. So you just might want to check with your Pacific credit union if you're not with Navy Federal or whatever credit union that you are with, to make sure that you do have that benefit, because most credit unions give you that automatically as a member. Just letting you know that. All right, if you didn't know. And so, guys, let's go ahead and show you exactly how you can track it. So, if you sign into your account, select cards or select your debit card, select debit card tracker. So it's very easy the way they did it. And I did do a little short video from my own app to show you exactly how that looks. So hold on, I'm gonna pull that up on the screen. So if you go on the app and you go down to cards in the app, and it will pull up the cards that you have with Navy Federal. From there, you would want to tap on the debit card, of course. And so that's what I did. And so it's pulling up the card. My card is frozen. I keep both of my cards frozen if I'm not using it. And so as you can see, it kind of flew by, but I have not did any transactions. I don't use my debit card for this account. I really treat this account like a savings account, really. And so inside of here, you can also see the FAQ, real easy. So you can open it up and see the FAQ. And so I've only had one debit transaction, and that was back in May. So of course I'm ineligible. Like I said right here, zero, zero, honey, zero. So I'm very ineligible to not do this. And like I said, I probably will never get this offer ever, ever, ever. But this is very strategic for Navy Federal. This is going to help Navy Federal get their swipe money up, because anytime you use that debit card, you are giving them interchange fees. They're making money every time you use your debit card. Not just Navy Federal, but anybody that offers a credit card or a debit card, they make money every time you swipe or tap. And so this is a way to get members to use their debit card more often. So if they are really that big on using their debit card, then this will be a plus for them. But I will tell you guys that your debit card does not have as much buyer protection as a credit card. And I would not be a good person if I sit here and tell you to use your debit card for everything. One thing I always tell people is this: when it comes down to dispute and fraud, or even having fraudulent transactions, you want to play with their money and not your own. Because if you do have fraud on a credit card, they're going to work harder to prove that it's not your debt or whatever. Because whenever you have fraud on a on a credit card, they have to stop the interest. If you got it in dispute, they have to stop the interest, and they can't make you pay on that portion of your credit card purchase. They cannot make you pay for that portion of it. And so they have to do their investigation. And at that particular time, their money is tied up and not your money. But when you use your debit card and you have fraud transactions, that's your money that is tied up. Now, there is something called Regulation E, where they have to do, their due diligence in a certain amount of time. They have to give you a provisional credit in a certain amount of time and all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, they're not going to treat it, in my opinion, they're not going to treat it the same way they'll treat it if it was their money when you're using a credit card. And also, you have to outweigh the perks. Okay, so will the perks of you swiping this card 90 times every single month for 4 times outweigh the perks that you would get, your rewards that you would get, say if you was using your flagship card or if you were using your more rewards card? So would you do better using those credit cards and using that 90 tap, 90, using that 90 times and tapping it or whatever, and you're paying it right back off, of course, not just running up a credit card debt, but paying it right back off? Would it be better for you to get the reward points that way, or getting whatever exclusive points that they got with the debit card, where it's really limited? Like me, I already have a Costco membership. So it says new enrollment. So that's not going to help me. And I don't really book through Expedia. I usually book through travel portals with my credit card. So with my Chase card, I usually book through Chase Travel or American Express Travel. So that would not be a benefit for me. And so I really don't care to have this debit card. A lot of your credit cards already have the travel portal. So you just got to outweigh what the purse is going to look like for you. And again, with the purchase, got to make sure that you have that purchase protection, the best purchase protection. Okay. So, you just got to outweigh the good and the bad to see if it's something that you're interested in. Y'all let me know in the comments if this is something that you are going to try to work towards. I really would like to know. And if you are a person that already has gotten an offer, I really would like to know. Let me know in the comments. Again, I do appreciate you guys checking out this video. Make sure you scan the QR code again if you want to be a part of the Credit Ready program. And I will talk to you again in the next video.